In 1961, a man named Wilbert Brockhouse Smith, 51, senior radio engineer for Transport Canada's Broadcast and Measurements section, also considered to be quite a genius for writing a treatise on the idea of perpetual motion at a mere 15 years of age, gave a speech at the Vancouver Area UFO Club where he claimed to have communicated with extraterrestrials, calling them boys from heaven.
Section 51.
Hi everyone, what's up guys, DOZgeek here again with Section 51. The head of the Canadian Covert UFO Magnet Project, Wilbert Smith, worked as a senior radio engineer for the Canadian government's Department of Transportation in the late 1940s and 50s. It was thanks to him that radio communications between Canada and the United States were established at that time. Few people know that Mr. Smith convinced the Canadian government to set up a UFO surveillance program that ended up finding UFOs that he said were unearthly. During his activities and his many exchanges with various organizations, he quickly learned that the US government has put this topic at the forefront, and it is even more top secret than the atomic bomb. In 1950, the Canadian UFO study program Project Magnet was established by Transport Canada under the direction of Mr. Smith. The government officially funded the project for 4 years, after which it received informal funding. In 1952, established an observatory in Shirley Bay to study the results of UFO sightings as part of Project Magnet. The project was built with the intention to collect data about UFOs and apply any recovered data to practical engineering and technology. The ultimate goal of the project was to apply any findings on the subject of geomagnetism to the possibility of exploiting Earth's magnetic field as a source of propulsion for vehicles. Smith was personally interested in geomagnetism, which allowed him to conclude that UFOs are of extraterrestrial origin and are driven by magnetic forces and are in fact representatives of parallel universes. In November of 1953, Project Magnet established a flying saucer sighting station at Shirley's Bay, outside of Ottawa, which was kitted out with all manner of highly sophisticated instrumentation specially designed to detect flying saucers, including a gamma-ray counter, a magnetometer, a radio receiver, and a recording gravimeter, among others. A number of sighting reports were investigated by Project Magnet. On August 8, 1954, Smith and his team reportedly picked up readings on their equipment of something flying overhead that did not match up with the signatures from any known aircraft. Unfortunately, at the time, heavy fog prevented them from actually seeing what it was or photographing it, and the whole incident would be classified. Project Magnet would stop being funded by the government in 1954, but would soldier on with private funding, and Smith would do all right for himself, becoming Superintendent of Radio Regulations Engineering for all of Canada in 1957.
I believe that people from other places choose all sorts of methods to contact us, and their technology and understanding is much better than ours. They can use methods that we find completely incomprehensible. One of the most important things I've had to realize is that we are not alone. The human race in human form spans the entire universe and is incredibly ancient. Moreover, its appearance in physical form is only one of many manifestations of her on the path of progress. This planet has been colonized many times by people from other places, and our current human race is the siblings of these people. Chances are we'll still be of interest to them.
In 1961, he gave a speech at the Vancouver Area UFO Club where he claimed to have communicated with extraterrestrials, calling them boys from heaven. In fact, Smith believed UFOs were linked to psychic phenomena and believed himself to be in contact with extraterrestrial beings who communicated to him through telepathy. Smith wrote a number of articles for Topside, the publication of the Ottawa New Sciences Club, which he founded, outlining the philosophy of the Space Brothers with whom he claimed to be in contact. In addition, he said that the aliens had explained to him that the speed of light is not constant and that time in the universe works differently, not the chronological timekeeping that people can imagine on Earth, but a field function that varies throughout the universe and which can change. On November 21st, 1950, Mr. Smith wrote a memo that was classified top secret but was later found in the archives of the University of Ottawa. According to the memo, the Canadian government took UFOs seriously and was developing a secret technology using ocean radiation, atmospheric radioactivity, and geomagnetism. In addition, he wrote that his work was related to geomagnetism and the energy that powered flying saucers. Even if the project Magnet was now closed, Smith would continue to use Shirley's Bay and claim that both the American and Canadian governments had alien technology all the way up to his death in 1962. His files and personal research were hidden away by his wife, not getting out into the open until the 1970s. Did Wilbert Smith really make contact with extraterrestrials? He was certainly qualified in his field and did have access to secrets and UFO research, but was he really disclosing, or was this delusional rantings? Whatever the case may be, Smith remains a prominent feature on the landscape of UFOs in Canadian history, and his story is a weird account that perhaps should not be dismissed entirely. Section 51 is on social networks, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Don't forget to hit that like button and that bell button too. Don't forget to share the video and to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. This was DOZgeek with Section 51. I'll be back really soon. Open your eyes, watch the sky. Live long and prosper.